when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
From the gun on third down, Simmons. They get to him as he throws. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to it. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Coleman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and throws. down he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
And that's a really nice job by this defense. Second down is super short, probably expecting some kind of run, but stayed disciplined, played the pass, did a great job in the secondary, got the sack, and made this third down a lot more fun on their end.
Turns into the pile. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff again. Nice move there. Breaks the tackle. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throwing Simmons. Right side, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Hand off to Joyner. Just smothered on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Simmons. Out wide left, it's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now here's Simmons. Throwing right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get better than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense.
There he goes. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Here's Simmons to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Joyner. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing leading this defense on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down. But I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Simmons. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game.
Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Needs it here on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Simmons. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Plows his way ahead, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fires left. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
The play fake. Wide open downfield. Maybe a crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They know where to go. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in his first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. Puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next one.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Rush is on. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Drops back on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw, and it falls incomplete.
Got an alley. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. This will likely be the last play of the half. He's changing the play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 14 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the... setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that, let's get ready for it, let's have a plan. Plan executed, you could tell. They knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Handoff, Joyner running left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, pressure's coming. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops? And the offense keep this up?
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Bowling. Left side is Terry. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Texas 6. Number 90 set to kick this one.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The throw to the outside is complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Out wide left, it's Coleman. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Makes a connection. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw. The receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They'll ride him again, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back.
Snags it, and he's open. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Powers inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball move.
Snapped on 4th down. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. They'll run him again. Turning it on. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right at the line. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? Trying to surge it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines! Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Looking deep down the right side. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got the quick pass.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
That's that's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hit to the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. That wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hard running there. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Drops back. It's Smoley. Here's a throw downfield late. Goes high to pull it in. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Texas!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Inside 2 minutes to play. Defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably salt this game away. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Selling the fake. He's got the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.